This church allows you to sit in the exact pews that our founding fathers sat in while creating this country 250 years ago. Here's where each founding father sat, in the Christ Church in Philadelphia. Tiny Pew 12 was home to Betsy Ross, who sewed the first American flag a few blocks away in her home. The adjacent pews, 56 to 58, would become known as the presidential box, where George Washington and John Adams sat when the Continental Congress was in town, and later in the 1790s when Washington was our nation's first president. A few pews ahead is pew number 52, which belonged to Robert Morris, signer of the Declaration of Independence, Articles of Confederation, and the U.S. Constitution, and also primary financier of the Revolutionary War. Morris is also buried on the grounds of the church in the North Garden. Pew 60 belonged to John Penn, the last colonial governor of Pennsylvania, and grandson of founder of Pennsylvania, William Penn. John is buried just feet away from the pew where he once sat. Pew 70 belonged to Benjamin Franklin and his wife, Deborah. Franklin needs no introduction. And while he isn't buried on the church grounds, he is buried at the Christ Church Burial Ground, a few blocks away with many other prominent people of the era, but that's a topic for a future video. And finally, Pew 65 belonged to Francis Hopkinson, designer of the American flag and signer of the Declaration of Independence on behalf of New Jersey. We know where these founding fathers sat because in the 18th century, churchgoers commonly had to rent or purchase private pew boxes. And while the wooden benches are not original, because most modern Americans would burst right through them, the structure of the pews are mostly original, giving visitors the opportunity to sit and pray in the exact same spot that our country's founders did 250 years prior.